Okay. Twitch. Please tell me that I am streaming. How is my audio? Oh, I gotta watch this ad first.
HVR. You either love it or you really love it.
My audio appears to be working just fine. Now I just gotta make sure that the stream is up and running. It would be really nice if the stream was up and running. I would greatly appreciate it if the stream was uppy runnies. Perhaps one day I will know if the stream is up and running. 30 apps updated, Jesus. Jeez, tablet, you really just going for it. Okay. Let's get this tweet sent off. Oh, excuse me. And there we go. Cool. Let's get started. Alright, so, hello, and welcome. This is Call of Cthulhu. Call Cthulhu. Call Cthulhu, even. Cults. Calls. That's a hallway. That's the Hall of Cthulhu. Whoa, what was that? What the fuck? Hello. My name is Gage, and I will be your guide on this journey into madness. It's just a video game, don't worry about it too much. Oh no, that's the Cult of Cthulhu. I don't have a pun for this one. Cave of Cthulhu? Oh no, that's the Cave of Cthulhu. Is that an eyeball? That looks like an eyeball. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that was an eyeball. Good old elder sign. Whoa, that was an interesting noise. Subtitles on, detection on, crosshair off. Oh, we'll see how that goes. Oh no! An asylum. I have played maybe 5 minutes of this game. I have watched maybe an hour or so of it, roughly. I watched like the first couple episodes of the Best Friends playthrough. Rest in peace, Best Friends. They're not dead, they just broke up. But it's a little janky in the opening hours. But hey, okay. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Pierce Investigations Agency, Boston. Yeah, we're going to Boston. Gonna go park the car by Harvard Yard and check out the harbor. I'm from Massachusetts. And you could tell. You can't tell. I don't actually know. I don't think I have that strong an accent. My dad has a bit of a stronger accent than me, and I have uncles that have stronger accents than him. There's definitely an accent there. And my accent has been tempered by not actually living that close to Boston, and then also living in like 3 other states. Enter madness! Let's do it. If I am mad, it is mercy. Okay, thank you, subtitles. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. Sane, hideous end. Sane, intolerant. That's me. Oh no! Viscera. Oh no! Blood. Oh hey, that's also me. Ah, ooh. Don't like that. Come on, Pierce, get up! Pierce, you piece of shit! Come on! Get your head out of your ass. Ah, good old dingy caves. So I have more or less been avoiding footage of this game, simply because I've been really interested in playing it, and not only just playing it but also talking about it. Because you see, I used to be like big into Lovecraft shit for a while. I even have like this huge fucking book that is just the collected works of H.P. Lovecraft. I haven't read all of them. There's only a few I have read. I have read the, The Call of Cthulhu. What does this button do? What button? Oh. A button, I guess? I have read The Call of Cthulhu. I have read, well, there goes my entire memory. I have read The Shadow over Innsmouth. This is just a texture over my screen. Or actually, hold on. Is it a texture? It's like a dome. It's like a dome of fog that's moving with me. This reminds me a lot of The Darkness 2, where there's a part that takes place on like a rainy night, and the rain is just like a cylinder of rain falling all around you. And if you look up far enough, you can see the edge of it where it hits the skybox, or at the very least, hits the very edge of your vision and stops. It's just a GIF, you guys. Counter darkness. Cross counter! Object can be picked up. Press A. Item obtained. Hurricane lamp. The hurricane lamp I got bolt cutters now. It illuminated the bolt cutters. Cut bolt! It's more of a chain than a bolt, but, you know, I'm not here to... Jesus.
Fate inescapably draws you on.
Whatever, I can make my voice scary too. You're not special. Anyways, where was I? Yeah, I've read quite a few Lovecraft stories, and I've absorbed a lot of the mythos and various adaptations of it. I think my favorite story is probably... Oh. Yeah, it stinks. Look at that whale. I mean, technically it's a cetacean, so it's closer to being a dolphin, but we call it a killer whale. It doesn't look quite as hideous as, like, you know, the ones in Assassin's Creed Rogue, but yeah, it's pretty fucked up. It's got chunks coming out of it. Here's another shark. These poor sharks. Poor shark boys. Rip in peace. Ripped to pieces. Oh, hey, there's another killer whale. Where am I? Here we go. At the Mountains of Madness is probably my favorite story, because it also has one of my favorite creatures from the Cthulhu mythos, the Shoggoths. Ah, Christ. I'm trying to talk. scary disembodied voice. Like, I know there's a cutscene coming up, and I'm trying to get all my thoughts out before I get to it. Because then I'm gonna have to compete with the fucking ringing phone when I get to the office. But like a lot of people, when I was into Cthulhu, and Lovecraft's work, I didn't know too much about Lovecraft as a person. And when I found out more about Lovecraft as a person, well, my enjoyment of his work was tested, let's say.
Behold. Everything has already been written.
What happened to your... What's wrong with your face? Oh, what's wrong with your face? You took that bullet like a champ. Oh! That looked like it hurt.
I hate whiskey.
Hey everybody, it's the 1920s. Everything's fine. There's no looming threat of depression or World War II. And everybody came back from World War I totally fine. Also, I think this game... Hold on, I'm going to try to see if I can get it to do it again. Can I... If you look at, like, at the edges of the screen, you can see some spots where there's, like, white gaps. Because it's, like, loading in the parts of the level that I'm looking at. Get a fucking bed. Why are you sleeping on your goddamn couch? Oh. The doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to the nightmares, but for a while now their effect has been wearing off. I'm doing my best to do a Boston accent. I'm trying. I'm trying to evoke, like, I obtained the sleeping pills. Now I can take them whenever. If I ever just want to take a nap. Middle of a busy street, take a nap.
Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage. I used to be an avid reader.
Of, like, the same 3 or 4 books? Avid reader of the same few books or not. Oh. Here at a Big Bing Bing.
The Wentworth Agency
What does this
doesn't
do?
attract top-notch cases.
Tragic. I should just leave. Edward Pierce, private investigator.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Seems pretty cut and dry to me. The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. What? Women can't love other women? That's absurd! Women need a man in their lives, clearly. It's the 1920s.
Natural sciences,
over here?
linguistics, archaeology.
Yep, that's the 4 books you clearly... Oh, wait, no, there's more over here. Wait. Nope, it's the same 4 books. Oh, I love cut corners. Ooh, look at this one. This one's different. That must be important.
A
What's
good
in
old
here?
story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. I don't even know if I'm doing like a 100% accurate Boston. Oh, geez, I just saw the... Oh, God, I'm seeing things pop out. Oh, geez, they're happening again. Fuck. Let's not drink.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
PS Investigation HC. Well, repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay. But I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Cheery, motherfucker. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? It's Cthulhu! Okay, I don't have any character points yet. I get like a bunch. They just kind of dump them into you, and then I'll probably figure out what I want to do with this. Ah, my sanity. It's stable. Thank goodness. Darkwater. Private detective agency. Contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up shop in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores. Disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but this place is mine. For the moment. Oh, Lost Battalion. 10/7/18. Huh. I think... Hey, man. It's 2019. Come on. My old letter that I engraved in memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. Let's inspect it. Fuck, it sure is a lighter. Game saved. Oh! If I don't answer it, maybe they'll think I left. Do I? Okay.
I'm listening.
Hello?
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth
Edward
Detective
Pierce?
Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay. Is that what this is? Well, let me tell you, I got a 3 out of 5 in eloquence, a 4 out of 5 in investigation. My psychology is a little on the low side. Alright, let's take a look here. I have 8 available character points. 6 needed before the next level. Okay. Let's see. So I could put it all into strength or investigation. Or I could do 4 points into eloquence or psychology and then 2 into something else. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. And then... boop. And boop. Okay, I think that's good. Validate.
Thank you for this
Pierce, you are so
information.
valid.
Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
No.
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
I thought
Work
all your
is scarce.
files burned.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth
What
not
the fuck does that mean?
Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Good lip flaps. Hello.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You can leave if you want, sir.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Yeah,
Do you
okay.
know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me...
You can leave.
It means
Fuck
you're
off, Jesus.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter.
Sarah Hawkins.
Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police
Sarah
accuse her of
Hawkins.
killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting.
Okay.
Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Well, I'm assuming it is oil on canvas. I'm assuming it has some
What am I
chiaroscuro
supposed to
shading.
find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness.
Yes,
Or
absolutely.
if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes.
That's a very
please.
abstract request, actually.
That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Wow, you really just kind of spread... You know, I had everything, like, just the way I liked it.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Yes, it's like it's printed on paper. Shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. Police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they, nevertheless, insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? That's a good point. Why the fuck would her mental state matter in the event of an accident? Anyways. Press cutting. Article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. Alright, let's take a look at this fucking painting.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce,
Fuck does that
what
mean?
do you make of these elements?
Well, your daughter was pretty nuts. I can't tell if that horn honking is coming from the game or, like, outside.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have heard
Okay.
a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
I don't know if you know anything about mental health, sir, but generally speaking, seeing things is kind of a flag for something like that. I would know. I also have hallucinations every now and then. And I'm mentally
The sender's
ill.
label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Dark.
Why do I...
Find
Have you done
Warehouse
any
36.
legwork on this? This fucking dude wanders into my goddamn house just like, hey, I need you to do everything. Here is the minimum amount of information that I can provide.
Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Generally speaking, I don't think there's anything in the bay. In terms of, I don't really remember actually. It's been a while since I've been in Massachusetts.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting
And it took
is
you
linked
3
to
months
this
to run
case,
through
can't you
every
see?
single fucking
You must find the
private
meaning
investigator
behind
in the
all
city?
this.
You know what? That makes sense. It's the 1920s!
I think
That's all the
I'm
information
beginning
I
to
need.
understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side.
He's not even really like
That's
raising his
something to-
voice.
An artist dies
Okay.
with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death,
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case.
Excuse me.
I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's
The fuck does that mean?
But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. I used to be an avid reader.
Is it this one? Oh! The Learning of Medicine! A dense work aimed at the interns and young practitioners. This is the first volume lists all illnesses known in the civilized world. Deals the symptoms and suitable treatment. Like cholera! Oh, that took a bit to pop up. So, the entire thing is that character points can be dumped into the purple ones. For the gold ones, like medicine and occultism, you have to find stuff in the environment. I knew this
Darkwater
book
is
would
off
be
the
special.
coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Whale hunting. Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. Okay. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. Okay. Okay. So this is kind of a common thing in Lovecraft, where a lot of the gods in the Lovecraft mythos, I'm thinking specifically with relation to like Dagon, Cthulhu, and all that in the Call of Cthulhu and Shadow over Innsmouth, a lot of times the protagonists of those stories find out about these gods by way of what's the word I'm looking for? Indigenous peoples that are worshipping them. And these indigenous peoples always end up being shunned and in some cases wiped out by other tribes. And it's kind of one of those... So, one thing that I wanted to talk about with regards to this stream is about criticism of Lovecraft and Lovecraft's racism and how it's important to kind of grapple with that when you adapt Lovecraft. Because from what I've heard, this game doesn't really do anything like that. And I mean, that's kind of a problem with this and other adaptations, like, for example, Dark Corners of the Earth, and I don't know how fucking The Sunken City is going to do it, but, you know, that game comes out, like, next month, so I guess we'll find out. A lot of times, what will happen is they'll just do straight adaptations, and they'll leave all of the weird racist stuff intact. Like, oh, of course we learned about it from these indigenous peoples because the good, God-fearing white man would never worship such horrifying beings. So this is kind of emblematic of that. Like I said, that's present in the Call of Cthulhu with, oh my god, and he uses a fucking slur for Inuit peoples in that one. It's present in the Call of Cthulhu with the sort of people who worship Cthulhu in that story. Then it's also prominent in The Shadow over Innsmouth with regards to the story of how Obed Marsh, who started all of the weird shit in Shadow over Innsmouth, came upon worshipping Dagon, essentially. Like I said, we're going to talk about that more as we're kind of going through this, and it's something I want to go over especially today on this first stream, because I wanted to make sure I talked about this, because, and I've talked about this on Twitter, I feel discomfort in not talking about it. If you throw yourself into Lovecraftian works, it's something you have to grapple with. Like, I know that now they're going to be doing The Color Out of Space, I believe, is what they're doing with Nicolas Cage for a movie. And that's going to be interesting. Because from what I understand, I haven't read The Color Out of Space. I need to. I could. I have the capacity to. But I've heard people talk about it as being one of the less racist ones. Which is interesting to think about just because of how baked in the racism is in some of his works. Where was I? A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows. But today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to dark water.
I mean, boats can go places, my guy. Oh, this is a hold. I gotta hold this one. I got 1 CP. Cool. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping label, an address. A warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. Also, these loading screens are kind of long. As far as I know, I don't know that they've attempted to fix this yet. Like I said, this game's a little janky. Some background of this game, or at least some background that I was able to find out, and I can only assume a couple things. Now, initially, the rights to a Call of Cthulhu game, and it's important to make sure that we specify that it is a Call of Cthulhu game, because this, as well as Dark Corners of the Earth, from what I understand, draw primarily not just from Lovecraft mythos, though Dark Corners of the Earth does that a little bit more heavily, being an adaptation of things like Shadow over Innsmouth, or that other one with the Great Race of Yith that I can't fucking remember the name of. But they also borrow elements from the tabletop RPG. With this game in particular being known as Call of Cthulhu, the official video game. So this is heavily borrowing from the tabletop RPG. Wow, this is really kind of taking a while here. Oh, wait, there it goes. So it was announced some time ago that there would be a new Call of Cthulhu game, and that it was going to be developed by the people that made the Sherlock Holmes games, which I've played like one of those, and it's not really my bag. But from what I understand, it's not their first foray into Cthulhu shit. They last did Cthulhu shit when they made a game called Mag Runner, which, as I understand it, is like Portal with magnets, but then Cthulhu happens. Oh, here we go. Oh, Enter Madness. Thank you. Whoa. But... fuck, there it goes. Focus Home Interactive presents... Ugh, war as hell. Oh, a game by Cyanide Studio. The foghorn startled me. Back to being a stoic badass, I guess. Or a stoic, shell-shocked war veteran. That would actually make a lot of sense for why a foghorn would startle me now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, yeah, alright, that's fair.
We're almost there.
Thanks, James Fitzroy. Are we almost? I can't see anything. Oh, that's what game I've been playing for the last 40 minutes. Okay, I was beginning to wonder. Ah, Skilla. That's an Odyssey reference. Don't know if you knew that. Oh, a lighthouse. Lighthouses are cool. You know, it's a pretty good movie, Aquaman. Wow, he just effortlessly lifted that up, huh?
There's guys coming to unload.
My mouth matches the words I'm saying.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain.
Thanks for welcoming me to Darkwater Island, Mr. Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean
no
anything
wind
to
brought me. A boat brought me. Your boat, in fact.
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife.
Did anyone in the
Sarah
1920s say landlubber?
A nice young woman. And
Oh.
a great painter. What a tragedy.
Oh.
You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office.
Harbor Master.
If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood.
Oh, I love documents.
I'm going for a look around the docks.
And I also love piles. So a pile of documents makes me very excited. Okay. Go to the bar. Talk to Bradley. Talk to Fitzroy. Pierce. I have one cup. Beep. You're so valid, Pierce. Alright. There was other stuff for me to look at, that's right. Stephen Webster. Charles Hawkins. Wow. Do you have any hair on the side of your head, or Sarah Hawkins? Oh, she's deceased. Simon Hawkins. This kid looks like an asshole. Places. Island of Darkwater. Darkwater. Darkwater Port. That was maybe a little hard on that. Okay, art of Sarah Hawkins. Looks more of like an art of a gooey splody man. Clues. Chapter 1. I have no Chapter 2 clues yet. Let me look at this thing. Yes, I see. Inventory. Still got that lighter. Alright. Let's go to the well, let's look around first. There sure is stuff. The fuck is this thing? This light's giving off, some noxious fumes, it looks like. Hello. Prohibition
is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
What did he call us just now? I said you were a bilge rat. And even a poxed limpet.
There's nothing for you here either.
Wow, rude.
Beat it.
Hidden in the fog. I'll shut up your big mouth once and for all. Optimistic.
Wow, they're really going in. Optimist? What?
Are you stupid or what? Even your captain told you not to stick your noses around here again.
This isn't your home, you bunch of sand crabs. We go where we want. Hey, you'll get us into trouble. You're already in trouble.
Are you guys gonna like fight or?
You can see he's half drunk.
There's nothing to sort out. Your chum wanted to stir us up.
But you can stay to watch if you
God,
want.
someone throw a punch already. Fuck.
Come on, you bastard. You'll see what a true sailor's got in his belly. You hear that? You bilge rats don't scare me. What did he call us just now? I said you were a bilge rat.
Okay, never mind. Oh, a poxed limpet. What the fuck even does that mean? Let's look at this dead whale.
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish?
I mean,
You've
it's
got
technically
no
not a
idea.
fish.
Don't badmouth what you don't know. Or you'll
What?
pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Oh.
Put that beast back in the water, you shyster.
Failed a skill test. Shit.
They can't understand.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Oh, Christ.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please,
What?
allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailor.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast
Oh,
back in
okay.
the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
Anyways, so eventually, there was a lot of radio silence on the part of the company that was like publishing this game. And eventually they announced that like, oh hey, Call of Cthulhu is going to be done by Cyanide Studios. Now, the company, I think Frogwares is what it's called, didn't stop making their Lovecraft game. Because Lovecraft's work is pretty much What's the word I'm looking for? Wow, cool. Thanks, man. It's shaped so. Oh, wow.
Hey,
Okay.
be careful.
Jesus. She seems important. You know, because she's not a
Let's get him
filthy
another drink. He's dry.
fisherman.
In
Filthy
my
fish
bar,
boy.
We don't serve troublemakers.
Ah, troublemaker.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Okay. I could just leave.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins
So Frogwares
warehouse.
didn't stop making a Cthulhu
see,
game
yeah.
because obviously
If I were you, I
it's
wouldn't hang
all
around.
Why not?
First off,
God,
there are
what's the
rumors.
fucking word I'm looking for?
Sailors from around
It's
here
not-
say you can hear noises.
It's
coming
not
from the
copyrighted
warehouse at
anymore.
night.
The copyright on it
Screams,
expired.
that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not
Screams.
all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Okay. Find out about Darkwater.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds
can
us
tell.
of the golden age of Darkwater. When our whalers left for
Darkwater.
long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made
Public
you feel
domain. That's the
uncomfortable.
phrase.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
So Cthulhu shit is public
I've
domain.
got what I need.
Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
So Cthulhu shit is public domain because Lovecraft died forever ago.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Lovecraft died forever ago, and thus, even with like Disney constantly extending the fucking time that it takes for shit to go public domain, his stuff eventually entered the public domain, and now you can do Cthulhu shit no matter who you are. Though there is apparently some debate on that, but generally speaking, nobody's suing over Cthulhu shit. Unless, of course, you use the logo of the Call of Cthulhu game. So, for example, Frogwares can no longer call their game Call of Cthulhu The Sunken City. It's just The Sunken City now, because the Call of Cthulhu name ended up going over to Cyanide Studios, who I'm assuming was able to get their game out quicker because this came out in October, which, you know, is Prime Horror Month. And I don't think Sunken City is going to come out until March.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Something about making big whales. Large whales. New occult element. Why I get anything for that? Stranded whale. This guy. Roy Mitchell. The chanty. Hello, sir.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a
Algernon
new
Drake.
reader.
Jesus, dude. Hey, boys.
She will get us into trouble.
Okay, never mind. Asylum workers. No way an asylum in the 1920s is going to be particularly good at its job.
Song?
Oh, yes.
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true.
You guys know
It's a
Despacito?
reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all
Oh.
disappeared.
You exhausted
That
the
sucks.
stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
The miraculous catch.
Never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah.
Did it?
Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Okay.
I bid you farewell.
Goodbye.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Thank you. Locked. Hey,
What
lady.
you looking at, stranger?
You?
I'm just passing by. Sorry.
Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat
Stranger. Hello, stranger. Got some rare things on sale, stranger. Okay. That's enough of that. Let's go talk to Fitzroy and continue our main quest. This is apparently like an 8-hour game, which means that unless I really dilly-dally, which I'm very likely to as this is my first time playing it, I will likely beat this in like 4 streams or so. Hey man, I entered through this door, just to keep you on your toes.
I wonder what Captain
Listen here.
Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
What the fuck is this paper covered in? Threatening letter.
Broken.
What's this?
This place seems half abandoned.
Your face seems half abandoned.
Fishing
Oh shit!
Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Jesus, dude, your place is a fucking dump. I've seen places in less of a state of disrepair in other horror games. Second volume teaches ethics and good practice to medical staff. Yeah! I did good medicine. I do bad occultism. I don't do a good occults. I do a bad. I do a bad occulty.
This man and
What's this?
Fitzroy could be twins.
This photograph of a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. Oh!
What a macabre souvenir.
Macabre? I don't know if that's how you pronounce that word. I'm just guessing. Hello, sir. I am ready for information.
I brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
On the great good deck. Let's take a look.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? That is a fat stack of papes. Manifests. Oh! He's gone. Oh, shit. There he is. Hello, sir.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
The documents are
Your
unreadable.
manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't
Weird.
remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Fuck, maybe. I thought that fishing stopped. Oh, I thought that fishing stopped in 1847.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed,
Yeah.
maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Didn't you just say that you're the harbor master and you see everything that goes on in the harbor? Okay, Jesus. We unlocked some
I found
shit.
a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What?
Possibly in
I don't
Angora.
mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Well, it's too late now.
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any
That's
success?
weird.
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Okay, that's ominous, but alright.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance.
Can you? Because it's upstairs.
I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I saw it already. It was a macabre souvenir.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Is that what you call it?
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Maybe.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're
Yeah, man.
talking
Ever
about
seen an
mythology.
anglerfish? It's some crazy shit.
Indeed, you're right.
Oh, mythology.
The
Okay.
police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the
maybe
real
just blow
cause
it
of
up.
its death, at least. The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Okay.
I'm looking
Warehouse
for
36.
Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Well, you're way more
Understood.
helpful than
You know who the
Mr.
building
Police.
belongs to, don't you?
The Hawkins.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my
Okay,
way.
thanks, man.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
It's okay. You're a reasonably kind person, it seems like. Okay, so not too much super... Oh, hey. Oh. Fishy Mans. Where you going, Fishy Mans? Those guys are going in there. Where are the Fishy Mans going? Everything alright, you guys?
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Okay.
The girl doctor. Colden. She won't stop asking.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message. I told you to beat it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go completely invade the place that your dudes were guarding before. Just wanted to let you know. Bye. I wonder if my increased medicinal
Damn stupid idiots.
knowledge.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an up.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
You're not sailors. Oh shit, there's actually a lot of stuff for me to check out here. Oh geez. There's more stuff for me to look at. Oh, I have a seep. I have a seep available. I think I was working psychology or investigation. God, which one was it? I think it was investigation. I think I was working on investigation. Yeah. Go ahead and lock that in. Okay, cool. So there's some stuff to do. Let's go down this way. Here's a dude that's fishing. Good luck. It's weird to think about exactly how much like Americana horror takes place in sort of like the northeastern New England area. Like, because so many like writers of horror, like prominent ones specifically, are like from that area. Like, you know, Lovecraft was from fucking, hold on, Can I? Hey, nice.
There.
I didn't think that was gonna work. Oh.
Hello, old friend.
I got a bottle of liquor. That's cool. Detection icon. Can I put this away, or... Whoa. Tuned for lean. Oh, this is... odd. I mean, horror being so prevalently set in New England and stuff like that gives me a little bit... It makes me feel pretty good being from New England myself and enjoying horror.
St. Brendan,
Occultism.
patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Oh, nope. I guess I'm keeping that out here. Okay. Hey, you guys want to take a look at my sweet lighter? Hey, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, I'm on my way. Hold on. Hey, man. Hey, man, you want to take a look at my lighter? Look at my lighter. Look at my... Look at it. Look at it. I'm just going to keep it out so everybody can take a look at my sick-ass lighter. I don't even know. Okay. Okay, Y button. Got it. Hey, man, how's it going? You have nothing to say to me. Nothing to say to me. You're useless to me. Fuck off out of my face. Hello, sirs.
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what
What?
you did to St. Brendan.
I
Yeah,
didn't do...
we'll teach
what?
you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I'd never have done such a thing. I, too, am a
respect
God-fearing white
your
man.
beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then
What?
those
Why am
two
I looking over here?
bozos behind us.
Oh.
Wait. Now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
Oh, all sorts of shit. Oh, Christ.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill
What
each other.
will we do with a drunken sailor?
Is
Who
it
is
Cat
Cat?
who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
But yes. Yes, it is.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Okay. Bye. See you later, alligator, Cthulhu man. What's that guy doing? I'll have to talk to him in a second.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice
Unguarded.
down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Ooh. So now I know that it's unguarded. Hey, you guys want to see my cool lighter?
No idea.
Check out my lighter.
You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw
you
you
know.
talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Aren't they like your customers, or...
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
You know what?
What's
It was
what
worth a
you
try.
want?
We saw you. Go diet.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn
Wow.
about your racket. I just want to
That
get
guy
into
made
this
a
warehouse.
cuss.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're
I didn't
bootleggers,
accuse
not
you.
savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
They're pretty
Who
drunk.
else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Me? Like, I think that's obvious.
She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah.
Well, windows,
She says
but-
who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only
Oh,
smiles
I
with
hope
the
he had a.
left cheek.
I hope he had a good dentist. Oh, the police officer.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
Okay.
I bid you gentlemen farewell. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
I'm trying every fucking thing I can, man. Eventually, when it, well, no, I did get the lockpick. That happened. Hello,
Where do you
sir.
think you're going?
Where don't I think I'm going? I must get into this warehouse.
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My
Because I'm being
investigation
paid to?
has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all
What is wrong
burned
with
to
your
death,
mouth?
right? Up at their
Oh,
place.
your
The
tongue
whole
is like
mansion
clipping
went
through
up
your
in
teeth.
flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
Is it?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
His tentacles just
No,
go wild.
He's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Okay. Well, time to be a sneaky boy.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
I wonder if he's got any more information for me now that I've talked to a few people.
You're back again.
Hey, I've talked to some dudes.
What can I do for you?
What can't you do for me?
These bootleggers seem unwilling to let anyone approach the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island. But I think I can
Warehouses.
imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
I'm super the claustrophobic type. Let's go. This place is a fucking shithole. Hello, sir. Don't mind me. Do you have anything
You
to
saw
say?
what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
Okay.
This
What are they
warehouse
doing around
looks
here?
abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
I guess I gotta go ask the captain. This is why I was worried about dilly-dallying, because I knew shit like this was gonna happen. But yeah, it's kind of surprising you don't see more Lovecraft-inspired video games, honestly. Can I close this? Yeah, I can. So no animation for closing it, but opening it gets its own
back
thing.
again.
Okay.
What can I do for you?
Talk about dock water. There's
I shall be on
nothing. Okay. Like, you really don't get a whole lot. You don't get a lot of Lovecraft adaptations in general, and I mean, I guess that's just kind of part of, like, it's difficult to adapt Lovecraft. Like, I remember going to a panel with Chris Straub, who is he is the creator of the creepypasta Candle Cove. He has a comic called Brood Hollow, which is super fucking good, and I highly recommend it. I don't know if it's currently still going. I would imagine that it is, but I haven't, like, fucking... Ka-chink.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Neato. Oh. Ratchet device.
This ratchet device seems to be usable. A handle. It must come from these old winches.
But, like, for some reason, it just seems like people have a lot of trouble really kind of... Oh!
An old cogwheel. Rusty,
okay, cool.
But in working order.
It just seems like there's a lot of trouble adapting
This tunnel
Lovecraft.
goes under the warehouses.
Like, nobody really tries that much. People who do try, things don't really pan out. I'm kind of hoping... I am genuinely hoping that... Because I feel like it's worth it to try. Because
I could
even
use this
despite
old winch to lift the grating.
Lovecraft being as racist as he was and how that is baked into the text... oh, Jesus. Cogwheel... ratchet device... handle. Turn handle.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle.
Big strong man. Yeah.
Damn.
What?
I broke it.
Oh no, I'm too strong. So what the Hold on. I did all of that and I broke the damn okay. Yeah, sure. Let's that's cool. That's fine. How do people fucking get up there? Okay, well, fuck me, I guess.
A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're
Oh,
not
shit.
only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Let's see what happens if I do this.
Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Your movements are way more intensive.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Oh, shit! Oh! Oh no, my balls.
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
So I failed.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
Okay. Doing a good job. Doing a good job. Okay, who the fuck can I... Let's go talk to the captain. Let's go talk to the captain. Let's go talk to the captain and see what he's got to say. But let's go down here first because this guy's standing on the edge of the pier and it's kind of... What about the deckhand? Why is the boat? Why boat over there? Boat was over here. Boat now over there. This is some bullshit. Let's go talk to the captain. Let's go talk to the... Hey, man.
What can I do for you?
Well, I got kneed in the balls. Okay.
I shall be on my way.
I guess I don't talk to you. Hey, lady. Hey, I know we just saw each other, but I didn't appreciate what you did.
Mitchell, a drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. It's something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
Oh, all sorts of
I'm
shit.
investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly. But it's also
Why
really
would I
stupid
lie?
of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to
Okay.
survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old families, they were here long before us. And they'll
Yeah,
be
I
here
kinda
long
got that.
after we are gone.
The old
What?
families?
The descendants of the first whalers. These people truly worship their ancestors.
Okay.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But
It
I'll
was
go
that
with
easy
you
the whole time?
to make sure you don't stick your nose into things
I
that
just
don't
had to get
concern
kneed in
you.
the balls and then
Sounds
just
honest to
immediately
me.
go talk to her?
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me. And I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Do I have
Sure.
a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
That beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn
Anyways.
stupid idiots.
Get it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
Oh, see, now they're moved. Hiya, fellas!
This guy poking around here.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh. Okay.
Told you. I mean, I was lying about that before, but, like, now I told you. Oh, all up in your face. All up in your face. What you gonna do about it? Jackasses. Hello? Cthulhu? Hello? Cthulhu? Yog
Be a
Safaf?
gentleman and move that for me.
Okay. So, like, is my guy married? He's got a ring. Is this some sort of, like, background thing I'm gonna learn about? Hey, you wanna check out my lighter? Hey,
That's how it's
check out my...
Do I still need to
Okay.
hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Okay, jeez. Weird.
Ugh.
Okay, I did it.
Stinks.
I'm inside warehouse 36. This place.
What is the connection between this place
Looks like
and
shit.
the Sarah Hawkins case?
Oh, fuck. Based on my knowledge of video game vignetting, this means it's really cold. All these lamps are just giving off noxious fumes. Reconstruction. Whoa. Okay.
Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins?
What the fuck is this?
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Oh.
It smells as bad as it looks. Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
Someone's like living here, it looks like. But whomstead of?
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
There's still a lot going on here. Hello.
What happened here?
Oh, sure looks like somebody punched the mirror based on that. Alright, I think that's everything. Oh, hi, Malik. Welcome to the Shark Stream. I did it. I got the clue, I guess. It's not a very good clue. I know almost nothing. P.S. Oh, I've got 2 kips. Okay, I was working on an investigation. Pierce, you're so valid. I guess that's everything I need to do here. Is it? Yeah, search the warehouse. James Fitzroy. Cat. It's not a very flattering picture of her. St. Brandon. Some clues. Officially unused since Charles Hawkins' death, this warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of life attest to the fact. The presence of blood-stained bandages must also be noted, probably removed from a wound, as well as pills, painkillers, and sleeping pills. Moreover, the occupant seems to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested by the presence of several documents connected to the artist's life, photograph, press cutting, The discovery of partly charred painting recognized by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins mansion allows all doubts to be lifted as to the link between the content. How do we know it's what Officer Bradley thinks? Bottle of liquor? Let's leave.
Someone has settled in here.
What?
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case.
Hey guys.
Anyone in there? You, don't
Yeah,
move.
hi.
Detective
What's up?
Pierce. I told you
Yeah?
to stay away from this warehouse.
And I didn't.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait.
This
I know
strange
it.
portrait.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on.
Me too.
My car's parked down the way.
Oh, I'm going for a ride in a cop car.
And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
I sure did.
God damn it. Her again.
Hey, Kat. How's it going?
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you...
Wow, that's
Come on,
rude.
keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd
I
straighten
get it.
you
You're
out,
both very threatening
mister.
to each other.
I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far?
Okay.
This mansion.
That's weird.
Look behind
Are you going to answer
at
me?
the top
Oh.
of the ridge.
What?
You see the building?
That's a weird place to
That's
build a
the
mansion.
Hawkins mansion. Come on.
Oh.
We got some driving.
What the fuck is with the soundtrack? It's just way up there. Like, oh, spooky. I'm scared of heights. The strange high house. Get driven to the Hawkins mansion. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation, as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. Police officers willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. Eventually, the level will load. It'll get there. There it goes. Oh, wait. No. Oh. 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 Almost. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Just a little bit more. Just a Enter Madness. I was wondering when the sounds were going to come in. It's a long drive. Looks like it. Let's go. Ba 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 ba. Oh. There's someone in there. Oh.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion.
Fuck, there it is. Shit, boy.
The place has been abandoned since the fire.
I
There's
can
only
imagine.
old Winchester in his hut.
Ah! Silas! Oh, jeez. Okay, hold on.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Yeah, why is your armpit clipping into itself? I thought the mansion burned in a
I
fire.
see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The
Yeah.
fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we
I mean,
gonna
I'm
take
probably
a
gonna
closer
talk
look
to
at
him.
this
Oh.
mansion, or do you have other questions?
Well, I have a few more options on my dialogue wheel, so can you fucking chill for like 3 seconds?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old.
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead alone. They've nothing to do with your case anyhow. Let's go
I mean,
up
they
there.
might.
Unless you still have questions.
Yes, I still have questions. Fuck, chill
I
out.
prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
You're talking about Winchester.
That's right. The Hawkins' old caretaker. Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Oh, hold on. Jesus Christ.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas
Why does this guy remind me of
Winchester
like
has been
a
working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can
Psychonauts
remember.
character?
Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them.
Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
God, no.
Night falls
Okay,
quickly
fine.
here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you.
It's
If
not
only to
already
reassure
nighttime?
Silas.
Why not?
Sure.
You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Do 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 do. Hold on. Do do. There's like stuff around here. In that there's like nothing. Look at all this empty space. Oh, I could run forever. I mean, I guess it would only make sense for like a mansion
Recently
to have
fallen.
large grounds.
It's as if all life has abandoned the place.
Oh, hey, look at that
Sturdy.
axe.
And well sharpened.
Sturdy. It was sharpened. Sturdy and well sharpy. Okay. Oh.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
Like 200 years or so. Give or take. Where the fuck did he go? Oh, he's over here. Okay.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
Were they fucking?
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told
They were fucking.
Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Unless he was the one that did it.
Is the caretaker still around? Evidence here suggests he is.
It's surprising indeed. Let's try to keep our eyes open.
Okay.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing, let alone allowing it. Even
Poor
though the law
kid.
of nature is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
And the Lord spoke. Nah. Alright, I'm gonna go. You just hang out here. Spoke? Spake? I'm gonna go with spake. The Lord spake thus. Eh. Get it? Because an uncaring universe and an uncaring deity is the crux of cosmic horror. Jesus. I suppose going in the front door is out.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Yeah, I will. He's still standing down there? Probably. Let's go take another look at this tree. Take a closer look at that tree. The axe is gone.
The axe is gone. I'd better be on my guard.
That's a little ominous. Don't like that one bit. No sir. What? Okay, there we go. I was just like, why did my fucking lighter light? Hello?
This entrance is still in use.
Silas Winchester. Oh, I guess I'm just... Oh.
Whoa!
Oh,
Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa!
Whoa.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
I would rather you didn't.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police
Okay.
report describes
That worked
a
out really
domestic
well for me.
accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do. Go on,
That was
then.
surprisingly easy.
Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Okay. Didn't expect that to be as easy as it was. And yet, there's like a lot of area here. I don't want to go inside just yet.
This gate is locked.
Fuck yeah, it is. Okay. I guess I have to assume that part of the reason that it takes so long for like the game to load when it does is because they're loading in all of these assets like all at the same time. If I had to, I don't know. I don't know shit all about game programming. So, like, I know basic stuff. I've watched a few episodes of Boundary Break. I watched Boundary Break before it got popular. I don't watch it that much now, but I'm still subscribed to that guy and I follow him on Twitter because he seems like a cool dude. He's also from New England, I believe. So, gotta support the homestead. Hopefully that doesn't have any long-reaching implications.
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world. I know a thing or two about solitude myself. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
What? Wait, rather what? Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna get in there. Is the game encouraging me to like... Oh,
Bourbon.
hold on.
Empty, of course.
Is the game encouraging me to break into this man's house? Despite the fact that I have no reason to at this point. Why does the game keep saving? I'm not even really doing that all that much. Alright. I guess let's head inside, finally.
Pierce.
Ah!
Shall we enter?
Bradley!
Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You know he attacked me with an axe, right? Anyway. Click, click.
Let's take a look
Ooh,
inside.
yeah.
I'm with you.
Oh, okay, I guess we're just loading this as well. Pierce and Officer Bradley explore the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keeps watch on the place, armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down and finally get a hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building, looking for the scene of the fire. Bradley didn't really help with calming him down. He was busy being sad. I thought he was going to like come to my rescue. There is a mysterious shadow in that library. And we're waiting, and we're waiting, and I'm checking my phone because we're waiting. I am hungry. I didn't eat before this. I probably should have, but I will likely get something to eat afterwards. Oh, my cat's sleeping on his little cat tree. Got one of his widow Pete's hanging off. Oh, Big stretch. Suddenly woken. He knows I'm talking about him. Curled up like a little cinnamon bun. Oh shit, it's almost done.
Follow me.
Enter
I know
madness.
the place.
Okay.
Who left this light on?
Why is it with all the lights giving off noxious fumes? Except this guy's.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins.
Disgusting.
What
What the fuck is this? Okay, hold on. Please tell me what the fuck this thing is. Oh, I'm not gonna have the medical capacity to tell.
What kind of meat is this?
Very unclear what kind of meat that is.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Suddenly standing. Here's a... You'd think maybe, like, the fireplace would be worthy of investigation. Not seeing anything else. Nothing on that. It's still... It's not letting me, like... Oh!
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
He took it and threw it on the ground. And thus, Mum beat.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Probably over their weird fucking meat. Like, Jesus, look at this thing.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
I want to know what this thing is. That's so weird. Why aren't you weirded out by that? Hello? Mr. Police?
Sarah Hawkins painted herself with her son, Simon, ready to go somewhere, but without Charles.
Ooh, okay. Family tension. Clearly. I assume there's other, like, some of the stuff that I'm running into with regards to... Oh.
Too much,
like
rubble.
the psychology.
I'll find an easier way.
And the strength and stuff like
Charles
that.
Hawkins, some kind of explorer.
So Charles Hawkins, pretty clearly into some weird shit.
Charles and Sarah's wedding is painted by Sarah herself.
It's hard to tell which noises mean, oh, you did a
Let's
good
see if
job,
I can
and which
find
ones...
something the
Oh,
cops missed.
Christ. Why am I getting cold here? This is the scene of a fire. But it's pretty clear that, like, there's other ways to go about things in this game, which I guess is kind of neat.
Did someone escape the fire?
Seems like it.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
The child's corpse.
They had a fight. Why?
Probably because of the weird fucking meat.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Let's see here. Hello.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Oh, I'm so drunk because I've done so much Cthulhu shit.
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
I'm so deep in the Cthulhu shit, you guys. Hello.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it
Christ.
didn't burn?
Why come? Private investigators always seem to be the protagonists of these games.
This was no accident. This was a fight.
Because on some level, there's no way that someone would stick around for half this shit if they weren't getting a fucking paycheck.
Someone fell here.
Mr. Police?
A desperate attempt to flee.
Old Charlie Hawks. Oh.
And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I don't want to tell him that the police botched the investigation, because that seems needlessly combative, and he's been helping me a lot. But the police really botched the investigation.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I use my psychic powers. Oh, hold on. Yeah! Okay, I'm gonna dump some stuff into psychology next. Oh, hold on. So valid. Oh, I've got 2 more. Reach level of expert on a skill. Okay. Guess we just
I
keep
just
going.
ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
He's going that way.
This door is locked.
This door's locked. Oh. Okay, sure. Just fucking talk over me then. Huh. Okay. Hey! Oh, almost. Oh. Okay. Hello? Officer Bradley?
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
It seems like old Charlie Hawks. Perhaps. Officer? It is very quiet in here.
This door is blocked from the outside.
Must
The
be the front
lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
What should we do with a drunken sailor? What can we do with a drunken sailor? What can we do with a drunken sailor? Lie in the morning, stick him in the cupboard with a hose pipe on
An
him. Stick him
original
in the
edition of
cupboard with
Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
a little on the nose, but okay. Ooh. Okay. Spooky noises. I'm into it. Don't appreciate that. Stop it. Oh, God, I thought those were legs.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Music. Hey, me, I'm
A book
fucking
on the
snob.
first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Oh, Christ. Hey! Come on, 2 out of 5. God, really? Sure is a lot of nothing.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
Is that what Moby Dick is about? Because if you think that's what it's about, then you probably haven't read Moby Dick.
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Yeah, okay. So maybe he has. Moby Dick is such a fucking boring story. I don't care what the whale's penis is used for as a part of, like, using all the parts of the whale. Why is there a whole chapter on it?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Really? Because this place doesn't exactly scream money to me. Wow, though. What a mansion. Ha, bet you thought I forgot to do that.
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Well, they didn't do a very good job of seceding then. If this is, you know, part of New England. Turn that light on. Get some noxious fumes going. Hello!
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
Okay, just leave that on, I guess. Isn't Hecate, like, a big figure in, like, the Hellboy comics? I'm pretty sure. Oh, Christ.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century.
Speaking of staple diets, I could go for a burger. Hello.
One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable.
Also.
One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Cool. God, they sure love the ocean. Y'all got any other ocean books you want to throw at me? I guess Frankenstein technically... Well, Frankenstein's kind of... Like, they usually find him in, like, the Arctic or something? I don't know.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear sir, as you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified by my clientele. She means no harm, but you should place her in care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me that, although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Wellard. This seems like classic victim blaming. It seems like she was probably abused by her controlling husband and made to eat weird Cthulhu meats. And she was just like, I don't really... Oh, God, what was that? Hold on. Was I fucking seeing things? Christ. I had to check the fucking stream to catch up, and God. Hello? Bradley, I just kind of fucked off and left Bradley behind, I'm noticing.
Locked.
Locked? Open. Oh, it's a child's room.
The boys' room.
This can only... result in good things. This won't be creepy at all, I'm sure. Let's take a look around. Got a couple things highlighted in colors.
Charles Ford. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
Cthulhu. Probably. I don't know if you know about Cthulhu. He's pretty threatening. Okay. That's, don't like that one bit. What's this?
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Yeah, hey, can we talk about these? Can we talk about... This isn't... That's a little unsettling. Not a huge fan.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
Maybe it has something to do with those. Would you allow me to investigate?
What
Thank you.
nightmarish vision could have inspired them?
Oh, you know.
Simon's troubles went beyond
sleep paralysis
problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Memory. Explore the memories of the Hawkins family. Oh, wait, am I... Does that mean I'm done? The boys' room. Hello. The door to Sarah Hawkins' office was concealed. Is that this room? Nice! Get me in here. Oh! Oh no! This... I don't like this one bit. This looks bad. Is there something I can find here that would bump up my occult to, like, the
Sarah
next
Hawkins'
level
agent
so that
was
I can
getting
fucking
worried.
understand this?
Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
Moving is no other paintings have been or selling at premium price. Percentage of these most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend who was the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximilien L. I don't want to look at that fucking summoning
This ledger
circle
lists
shit
all
yet.
the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
God, she did really well for herself. The Shambler.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
I'm gonna take a look at this fucking summoning ass circle here.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
Jesus Christ.
The door is blocked on the other side.
I'm getting out of this fucking room. This is freaking me out a
Bradley?
little bit.
Is that you? What will her room reveal about her?
Because I don't want to see what fucking horrible fate has befallen Bradley just yet. Damn.
This padlock is too complicated for me.
Hello.
A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller. That's a massive dose. Was Sarah violent? Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Huh? Oh. Yikes. Let's take a look at my character sheet. I have found everything in this room. I'm gonna leave now and go see what happened to Officer Bradley. Bradley, you dead?
Is anyone there?
This would be a really bad time for an enemy encounter. Hope they don't throw one at me. I actually kind of want to stop so I can go get something to eat. Please be mindful of my stomach. That doesn't look good. Oh! That's, concerning. Oh, Christ!
You! Stop!
Fuck, where'd he go?
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
Catchy thief.
This door is blocked from the outside.
I'll cover you.
So I now have a lantern. Which is cool. Lanterns are neat.
This door was closed earlier.
Okay.
Where did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure. Let's search.
I got 4 character points. So let's see here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Validate.
They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips.
A little bit.
It looks like an old Seaway map.
Oil refilled. Good, we got that fucking
Clearly,
amnesia
Charles
tech, I
Hawkins
guess.
knew Captain Fitzroy very well.
I'll have to talk to Captain Fitzroy.
I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
Gonna have to find that out, I guess.
This
Hello.
panel is movable.
Oh!
Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. I'd be better off not touching them for the moment.
I would rather not get my fingers all mashy.
As if the bookcase has been moved several times. Seems like this came from a log.
Okay, hold on. Darkwater Island. We sailed north all morning. Captain Hamilton is confident. He says that we'll beat the orifice this season. May God be merciful. 1847. This is from the Miraculous Catch. Read it when the whales disappeared without trace. With these carcasses, we can no longer ignore their sad fate. What is eating these huge beasts? I told Hamilton that it was a bad omen. He doesn't care. We dropped anchor near a village. The inhabitants say the waters are red with the blood of the sacred beasts, and to follow them is to defy the god. Yeah, okay, we're back to that. I told them I only feared Gald Almighty, but in loneliness of the hold, I'm scared. Okay. We have sighted a huge whale in the distance. Its size seems to be beyond anything known to man. It sends out an infernal song. Hamilton wants it! We caught it. It's the most grotesque whale I've ever laid eyes upon. Go to memory as the biggest catch ever. Men have died. We have gained glory. This day will be celebrated for years to come. We have beaten the Orpheus, returned with empty holds. The Scylla and Hamilton are only... What? Scylla and Hamilton are only memories.
There must be a link with the Seaway map. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
Okay. Oh, criminy. Alright. Hold on.
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
It would have to be, I'm assuming, 5751. It's going to be 5751 or 3353. So let's try 5751 first. Oh god, I have no idea how to do this.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. There must be a link with the
What is it, 3353? Okay, hold on. It was 57 north. I have no idea. Okay, hold on. So it's 33 north, where they finally caught it. Oh. Oh.
Looks like
okay. It's a little bit easier than I thought it was going to be.
Well done, Pierce.
I'm sure this won't backfire on me. Whew, boy. Dank. Chapter 4, Tunnels onto the Hawkins Mansion. Inside the Hawkins Mansion, the scene of the fire revealed its secrets. Pierce and Officer Bradley, now on the trail of a survivor, had undertaken to search the place looking for proof when a hooded man leapt into Sarah Hawkins' the secret cave. Sarah Hawkins' workshop to steal a painting. Detective and police officer set off after him. By following him to the office of Charles Hawkins, they discovered a secret passage. Pierce and Bradley entered the tunnel under the mansion. And now we wait, I guess. I'm just going to be quitting after this, so, like, the waiting is kind of funny, actually. Enter Madness. Enter Madness.
Secret passage. Under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
I kind of wish, you know, with all the Enter Madness, I kind of wish that the option to quit the game was called Exit Madness. Alright, I'm going to call it there. I want to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. I'm looking forward to playing more of this. I am very intrigued to discussing more Lovecraft shit. I'm thinking what I will likely try to do next time is probably talk about like some Lovecraft stories. Specifically the ones that I've read. between bouts of talking about like what's happening in the game, for example. If you liked this, you can go ahead, follow me here on Twitch. You can also follow me on Twitter at @Sane_intolerant, or follow my YouTube where I post all the streams after they happen. YouTube.com/SaneIntolerant. Art for the stream and YouTube thumbnails is done by the artist Ian. You can find him on Twitter at _Knucklebone. He does fantastic work. You can support his Patreon. It's all just a lot of really good shit, and he knocked it out of the park with this art. What else? I will likely be back a little bit later in the week to play some more of this, so keep an eye out for that. You can see any updates on my Twitter as well. If you want to help out me and Natalie, with everything, especially like tax season coming up, don't know exactly how everything's going to turn out for us. Fingers crossed that it's good. But you can go ahead and drop a donation or two in the link just below the stream. Any amount is appreciated. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I want to thank everybody for coming. Hope you all have a good one.